recording. I would like to welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming to today's Tejano virtual event. Today we are going to be focusing on our EPCC services for our veterans. We'll also be providing a way for you to get points for attending today's session so that you can receive a medallion when you earn enough points. So we'll be talking about that a little bit at the end. But today I'd like to introduce our speakers. We have two wonderful departments that we have here at EPCC. We have our Veterans Resource Center. So we have Ms. Tanya Rico, who is the Assistant Director of the Veterans Resource Center. And we also have from our Veterans Affairs Office, we have Mr. Adrian Acuna, who is the certifying officer for the VA. So I'd like to thank both of our speakers for coming here today. And I'll go ahead and turn this over to Ms. Rico. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm Tanya Rico, the Assistant Director of the Veterans Resource Center, and I want to start off by saying thank you for having us. This is good information for not just the staff, but also students to know about. As we all know, we just recently started going back onto campus, so we're located at the Val Verde campus. However, we do have a virtual office that students or staff members can visit, and we're open from 8 to 5. Our number and our email is right there for anybody that would be interested in writing it down. So I want to start off with talking about the mission and the vision. So our mission at the Veterans Resource Center and vision, they coincide with each other. You know, our main purpose is to be able to assist those veterans, active duty and family members that are transitioning from active duty into the civilian world and are utilizing their benefits. So we assist them with applying to the college and getting their benefits going, aside from resources that we can connect them with, whether it's internal with EPCC or in the community. We also do have a lot of resources in our center, and at the end of this presentation also I'll show some pictures so that you can see what our center looks like for those of you that haven't visited our center. So what is the VRC? The VRC is a Veterans Resource Center, and about 2 years ago we actually renamed it to the Charisma James Veterans Resource Center in honor of Charisma James. She was one of our students and was the mother who was killed over at Tippin Elementary. However, we still refer to the VRC just because it's shorter, but you know, the Veterans Resource Center is basically a one-stop shop in which we're able to assist the students from beginning to end. We do have a close collaboration with the Veteran Affairs Office in which they are in which they assist us with, you know, processing the benefits. So we get everything ready for them, and you know, hopefully by the time that the students go into their office, they're good to go and they just process their benefits. So that collaboration is really neat and really and you know, really good. So the services that we provide, you know, that the first one needs to be updated. I'm sorry. So it's no longer Go Army, it's Army Ignited. However, it still serves the same purpose. It assists our students with tuition assistance, so we can answer basic questions and we have the point of contact that we can refer the student to. We assist with the GI Bill application process, Hazelwood application process, requesting their military transcripts, providing assistance with on and off campus resources. Like I said, we do collaborate a lot with our community partners. We are actually in the process of signing an MOU with Combined Arms, and that's through the Texas Veterans Commission. And so the purpose of Combined Arms is basically a student can sign or sign in through a QR code, and the student is asked what services they would need, whether it's mental health, whether it's education, homelessness, food, whatever it is, and then it connects them with the person who they could be, who they could reach locally. And that's what EPCC VRC is in the process of signing, so we can be included in that app. We also have computers and printing, scanning capabilities, so students can do their homework in our classrooms. I'm sorry, not in the classrooms, in the center, and so they're able to do classes, take their classes in between classes. So, for example, some of our students that, right now we're doing Zoom and all of that. So, in between classes, sometimes they'll log in and do their homework or whatever it is, or they take their classes there in our center. We do have a lounge area where they can lounge, watch TV, like I said, do some homework. We have a microwave, refrigerator, snacks, coffee, water. We also do have a quiet room in which a student can sit and debrief just in case they do have, a stressful day, stressful situation that they may going through, I'm sorry. And then we do have a book and laptop lending program. So I did purchase a few more laptops. So we do have some laptops student veterans can use, also books and calculators. So the graphing calculators, I do have some graphing calculators as well. Some of the events that we do are the Veterans New Student Orientation, and that's always the beginning of each semester. So we have one in January, we have one in May, and then we have one in August. And so we invite some of our internal departments and also outside community partners, and then they come and present to the veterans and provide them with the information. We do Veterans Day Thanksgiving, and it's a really nice ceremony and really nice dinner that we do. However, because of COVID, we're not having it this year, but we are doing a Thanksgiving Day, which is next week on November 10th. It's a Veterans Thanksgiving Day appreciation basket, and it's going to be filled with a Thanksgiving meal, which would include the turkey and all of the sides. We also do the Veterans Pre-Commencement Ceremony for those veterans that don't want to attend the large ceremony. So we have a small, intimate ceremony with their family members. Usually I've been averaging about 40 to 50 students who do attend, and so we provide them with cap and gowns to wear that day at the ceremony, and they're teal. And we have the 1st Armored Division Army Band and the Color Guard, and so it's pretty nice, and we provide them with food, with a nice meal and all of that. We also have we've transitioned into some virtual military affiliated job fairs and web and learns. So we also do provide those type of services to students. We have been collaborating with Career and Transfer Services in regards to like doing some resume writing. So we invite Texas Veterans Commission to give the presentations. So students that are looking for employment and they're looking into creating a federal resume, they are able to attend these workshops, and we've collaborated with Career and Transfer Services to assist with providing this. Academic services. So previously we had an academic advisor, a part-time academic advisor that would do case management, class registration, general advising, advocacy within EPCC, and crisis intervention as needed. However, that was through a grant, and we no longer have that, but that is something that we're still looking into as a future goal, to be able to get a full-time counselor to be able to provide all of these services to our students. So I still keep it on here because I like to talk about it. So aside from our Veterans Resource Center, we have a Veterans Lounge. And this is just a lounge, and it's over at the Trans Mountain campus. In the future, we are hoping to have a lounge in each campus, but for now, we only have the VRC over at Val Verde, and then we have the Trans Mountain Lounge, and it's located at the Trans Mountain campus in room 1215, and we're open from 8 to 5 as well. Services provided there are limited. However, the students that I do have working are knowledgeable in regards to applying for the benefits and doing the whole process. So even though it's just a lounge, they are able to assist the students with applying to the college, applying to the benefits, assisting with registering for classes, because they are students as well, so they know the process on how to register for classes. So usually the student will come in with their list of classes that have been advised by the counselor, and so the students will go ahead and assist them with registering for those classes that they need. We also have computer for school use and personal use. We do have some veterans that are students, but they don't have computers at home or any internet connection. However, because of COVID, now they're providing a lot more. The school has provided more Wi-Fi, but however, we still have some that don't have that access. We have a lounge area, microwave, refrigerator, snacks, coffee, and water as well. So these are the pictures. I don't know if you can. I'm sorry, hang on, let me. Okay, can you guys see the pictures? Are they too small?
Yes, we
No?
can see them.
Yes, okay. All right. So this is I don't have pictures of the lounge from Trans Mountain, but for those of you that are at Valle Verde, if you ever want to stop by, this is our lounge. So we have the front desk, and then we have the side computers that students can use, and then in the back of the third picture on the bottom, you can see more of the lounge area. And so I think there's okay, there we are. So then the first picture on the top is the 2 cubicles that we have of staff for staff. Mine's the one in the back, and then we have the second to the picture on the bottom to the left. We have a lounge area, and that's where the students are able to watch TV. And then the one on the right is our students who or our quiet room, who students can come in and be able to relax in between classes and basically just debrief. We have had quite a few students using this room, and it's been quite effective. And they've even mentioned that they're thankful for us for having this, because it's some place that they can go and just meditate basically. And as you can tell, it's pretty calming. So it's a nice room to go into. Like I said, we do have a great collaboration with the Veteran Affairs Office, and I'll let Adrian talk about the benefits and everything that they take care of. But we do have a good collaboration with them. So the students that go in through our office, they're ready. They should be ready to go. And when they go to the Veteran Affairs Office, then they're able to submit their paperwork to get their classes paid for. And that's all that I have. Is there any questions in regards to the Veterans Resource Center?
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
So how does it work? How do they, if someone, let's just say, asks us about it and we'd like to refer them, how do they get registered or sign up?
Okay, so they don't have to get registered to get services from our center. It's on a walk-in basis. We also don't do appointments, so they can just go into our office in person, or they can go in virtually. But there's no registration process for our center. In regards to receiving any of our, I guess, information that we provide, because we do also send any of job fairs from the community, or any type of services that we think are important for our students, or any deadlines or anything like that, we usually send it through their email. And so the way I get that list is an ongoing list that I've created through IR. However, if the student has not been identified as a service member, veteran, active duty, whatever it could be, or even family member, dependent, if the student is not or did not register or identify themselves with the college, then I would not have access to their email. So they would not be getting our information. But they're more than welcome to come into our center.
So that's great. So they can go to your webpage and go to the Get Connected button right there.
Yes, Manny, we do. Yes, Gail, we do have the Get Connected. So and it's actually showing. Can you see the screen? Okay, yes. Just making sure that you could see it. Yes. So that's our website, and then you can click on Get Connected, and we're open from 8 to 5 virtually. I have someone there virtually 8 to 5, and then also in person 8 to 5.
This is awesome. And again, what is the room number at Valle Verde?
It's the Student Services building on the second floor. We're right next to counseling, or catty corner to counseling, and we're 139.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Rico. This is great, and this is a great service. I didn't realize everything that you all do. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Well, we're just, I know we've been open since 2016, but I've been there since 2017. So it's growing. We're still trying to get more things going and all of that. Like I said, our main goal right now is to get that full-time counselor. We were in the process of trying to do that. However, because of COVID, it all came to a pause. But we're still looking into trying to get that counselor for sure.
That would be great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And so
Thank you.
now, and as she mentioned, we also have a Veterans Affairs Center. So Mr. Acuna is going to be sharing with us a little bit of information about what they can help with as well. So Mr. Acuna, there you go.
Good afternoon. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Good afternoon. So yes, I'm Adrian Acuna here with the VA office at at the Val Verde campus. We have offices both here at Val Verde and the Transmont campus. We go ahead and process the actual enrollment certifications for VA students for all chapters. So we basically report the dates of attendance, credit hours. That information is submitted directly to the Department of Veteran Affairs electronically, and they go ahead and use that information to process the students' monthly educational benefits and tuition. I'm going to go ahead and share the link for our virtual office in the chat. So if any students, VA students, or even Hazelwood, we also process Hazelwood exemptions. If you have any questions, you could connect with our office in that link in the chat.
Sorry, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. My Wi-Fi decided to give up the ghost right now. So there you are. Is this your website here, Mr. Acuna?
Yes, the second link that I just sent, it should be able to take you directly to our virtual office.
Okay, awesome.
And we have representatives there Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 p.m.
Okay, great. And again, where is this located? In person in the
Okay. As far as in person, we only have two offices for all of EPCC. We have the Val Verde office located next to the financial aid office in the Enrollment Services Center at Val Verde campus, and then we have the Trans Mountain VA office located also next to the financial aid office, but at the Trans Mountain campus.
Okay. And then so in order to get services, they just can make an appointment with you all or go through the Get Connected in order to get assistance with their benefits.
So basically, there's three major ways of communicating with our office. The first one would be to connect with us virtually on the virtual office. There's always somebody available there. Second option is to email our office. Our office email is va@epcc.edu. I'll go ahead and share that in the chat. And the third option is to come in person, either to the Trans Mountain or Val Verde VA office.
Okay, great. And about how many students do you see each semester? You get a lot of students?
As far as keeping records of the students seen at the front, that's no longer done. But we do manage about 200 students per certifying official. So we have 5 certifying officials. So per semester, we usually have about 1,000 or more VA students, and that's not including Hazelwood students.
So these are all the veterans as well as their family members as well, right? You all provide service for all of them.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I forgot to mention, we don't really work on appointments. It's all walk-in basis at the front desk or virtual. If you email our office, your email will be forwarded to your designated certifying official, and they'll be in communication with you And as far as students, yes, we do assist veterans, veteran spouses, and veteran dependents.
Okay, great. And do they need to bring, I guess you'll let them know what they bring with them when they come for the first time?
So depending on who their first point of contact is, sometimes it's the VRC that has the first contact with them.
Oh,
The
okay.
VRC is able to provide like the checklist that we have, some of the forms that we use. That way the student can already start becoming familiar with those forms, completing them. And as far as visiting our office, if we're their first point of contact, of course, we'll provide that to them. But we really should be one of the last stops as far as VA benefits in Hazelwood. The student does have to be registered for us to be able to accept the paperwork because we really can't process much without a schedule and dates and hours and tuition. So once the student has the admissions process done and registration, completed the forms, then they want to come to submit the forms to us either via email, um, in person, or virtual office. But virtual office, they're basically gonna have to email the forms.
Okay. So they can do the services online as well. So that would be, either way would be a way to get their forms in.
Right. Actually, as far as like speaking to a representative, the fastest way to get a representative is through the virtual office. The fastest way to submit the forms is via email. But if the student prefers in person, then they would need to come to campus, either Trans Mountain or Valle.
Okay. And I know we have some Trans Mountain folks in here too. So I'm glad they're here so they'll be able to share the services with their students. As well, does anybody have any other questions for either Adrian or for Miss Rico? Okay. Well, thank you all so much. We really appreciate you all being here today. We really appreciate the presentation and all the services you're providing for our students. And I really thank you all for coming again today for giving us this information. So we will be placing this on YouTube so that students that didn't come today would be able to find out more information about your resources. So I also would like to thank everybody for coming to the workshop today. We do have a Tejano link in the chat, and we will be providing information on how to get to the Tejano Passport program. I'm going to share that now. So there is our flyer. So if you all are interested in getting points to earn a medallion, you would just use that link and go to their webpage and be able to get a medallion when you've gone to enough sessions. And then next week we are having another presentation by the PASOS program. So that will be next Friday at 1 p.m. At the same link. You'll be able to find out more about the PASOS program. So I thank all of you for coming, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.